Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffee and Conversations English, the podcast where we sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and have a real, natural English conversation. Just for you.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Avery. And today we have a really special episode, one that I think is going to mean a lot to many of our listeners.
Today, we are talking about school, but not English class. We are talking about how to talk to your child's teacher in English.
And if you are a parent who is learning English, this might be one of the most important conversations you ever have because your child's education matters and you deserve to be part of it in a confident and meaningful way.
We know that walking into a school, sitting down with a teacher, and trying to talk about your child in a language that is not your first can feel really overwhelming.
Really overwhelming. But here is what we want you to know before we even start. Teachers want to hear from you. They want you to be involved. And most teachers are patient, kind, and happy to help you communicate.
So today, we're going to teach you exactly what to say at a parent-teacher conference when you have a concern, when you want to understand your child's progress, and when you need to communicate something important about your family.
Pour yourself a coffee.
Pull up a chair and let's get into it.
Okay, so let's set the scene. It is parent-teacher conference time. You walk into the school, you find your child's classroom, you knock on the door, the teacher opens it and says,
Hi, come on in. You must be Emma's mom. I'm Miss Johnson. It's so nice to finally meet you.
and right there, in that very first moment, you have a chance to make a warm connection. So what do you say?
It's so nice to meet you too. I've heard so much about you from Emma. Or, thank you so much for meeting with me. I really appreciate your time.
Both of those phrases are warm, natural, and immediately tell the teacher that you are engaged and appreciative. And that's a wonderful tone for the whole meeting.
Now, the teacher will usually start by giving you an overview of how your child is doing. They might say something like, overall, Emma is doing really well. She is a joy to have in class.
That is wonderful to hear. I am really proud of her. Or, that makes me so happy. She really loves your class.
Now, here is a really important phrase for when you want to make sure you understand what the teacher is saying. Because teachers sometimes use educational vocabulary that can be hard to follow, even for native English speakers.
If you don't understand something, say, I'm sorry, could you explain what that means? Or, could you say that in a simpler way? I want to make sure I understand.
And here is a phrase teachers absolutely love to hear from parents. What can I do at home to support my child?
Say that again because it is such a powerful phrase.
What can I do at home to support my child?
That phrase tells the teacher three things. 1, you are involved. 2, you care deeply. 3, you are a partner in your child's education. And teachers remember parents who ask that question.
Other great questions to ask during a conference?
How is my child doing socially? Does she have good friendships?
Is there any subject where my child is struggling?
What are my child's strengths in your classroom?
Is my child participating in class discussions?
Are there any concerns I should know about?
And finally, at the end of the meeting, always close warmly. Thank you so much for your time. I feel much better knowing how my child is doing. Or, I really appreciate everything you do for my child. It means a lot to our family.
Let's recap our parent-teacher conference phrases.
It's so nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you. Thank you so much for meeting with me. That is wonderful to hear. I am so proud of her. Could you explain what that means? What can I do at home to support my child? Is there any subject where my child is struggling? Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, now let's talk about something that requires a little more courage. Raising a concern. Because sometimes things are not going perfectly. and you need to talk to the teacher about something that is worrying you.
And this can feel really hard, especially in a second language, because you want to be respectful. You do not want to seem difficult, but you also need to speak up for your child.
Right, and here is the most important thing to know. You can raise a concern in English politely, clearly, and confidently. You do not have to choose between being respectful and being heard.
So, let's say your child has been coming home upset. They seem unhappy at school, and you are not sure why. How do you bring this up?
You start by requesting a meeting. You can do this in person, by email, or by sending a note. You say, I would like to schedule a time to meet with you. I have a few concerns I would like to discuss.
Now, when you sit down with the teacher, you open with something positive before you raise the concern. This is a very natural and respectful way to start a difficult conversation in English.
For example, I really appreciate everything you do for my child. She talks about your class all the time, but I wanted to talk to you because I have noticed something at home that is worrying me.
That opening does something important. It shows respect first. It shows you are not there to complain. You are there because you care and you want to work together.
Now you share your concern. Keep it simple and factual. My daughter has been coming home upset lately. She says she is having trouble with some of the other children. I wanted to let you know and ask if you have noticed anything.
Or, my son has been saying he does not understand the homework. He gets very frustrated. I am not sure if it is the instructions or the level. Can we talk about that?
Or, I have noticed my child seems anxious about school in the mornings. This is new behavior. Have you noticed anything in class that might help me understand what is going on?
All three of those examples share the concern clearly without blame and invite the teacher to be part of the solution.
And here are some really useful phrases for navigating a concern conversation.
I just wanted to make you aware of something. I am not sure if this is happening at school too, but at home I have noticed. I would really appreciate your perspective on this. What do you think we can do together to help my child? I want to make sure we are working as a team.
That last one is especially powerful. I want to make sure we are working as a team. It positions you and the teacher on the same side, which you absolutely are. You both want the best for your child.
And if the conversation gets complicated or you do not understand something important, it is completely okay to say, I'm sorry, this is an important topic and I want to make sure I understand everything. Could we slow down a little?
Or, could I bring an interpreter to our next meeting? Many schools offer translation services. You have every right to ask for one.
Let's recap our concern phrases.
I would like to schedule a time to meet with you. I have a few concerns I would like to discuss. I wanted to talk to you because I have noticed something at home. My daughter has been coming home upset lately. I would really appreciate your perspective on this. What do you think we can do together to help my child? I want to make sure we are working as a team. Could I bring an interpreter to our next meeting?
Okay, now let's talk about something that trips up a lot of immigrant parents, the vocabulary of the American school system. Because there are so many terms that are just not obvious, especially if you went to school in a different country.
Right, so let's go through the most important ones, the words and phrases you will hear again and again, and what they actually mean.
First, GPA. You will hear teachers and counselors talk about GPA all the time. GPA stands for Grade Point Average. It is a number that summarizes your child's overall grades. In the American system, it goes from 0 to 4.0. 4.0 is the highest. It means straight A's.
So if someone says your child has a GPA of 3.2, that is actually a very good score. It means your child is doing well overall.
Second, IEP. This stands for Individualized Education Program. If a teacher mentions an IEP, it means your child may have been identified as needing some extra support or a different learning approach. It is not a negative thing. It is actually the school's way of making sure your child gets exactly the help they need.
Third, homeroom. Homeroom is the classroom where your child starts today. The homeroom teacher is often the main point of contact for parents. So if you're not sure who to email or call, start with the homeroom teacher.
Fourth, extracurricular activities. This is a phrase for everything your child does outside of regular classes: sports, drama, music, clubs. If a teacher says, "Is your child involved in any extracurricular activities?" they are asking about these things.
Fifth, report card. This is the document that summarizes your child's grades and sometimes their behavior for a period of time. In most American schools, report cards come home every quarter, which means 4 times a year.
Sixth, field trip. A field trip is when the class goes on an educational outing outside the school, to a museum, a park, or historical site. You will usually receive a permission slip that you need to sign and return before your child can go.
Permission slip. That is another important term. A permission slip is a form that a parent signs to give the school permission for something. Field trips, medical care, special activities.
And finally, open house. An open house is an event at the school where parents are invited to come and see the classrooms, meet the teachers, and learn about what their child is studying. It usually happens at the beginning of the school year.
So if you get a flyer or email that says you are invited to our fall open house, that is your invitation to come to school, meet the teachers, and see your child's classroom.
Let's recap the key school vocabulary.
GPA, grade point average, a number from 0 to 4 that shows overall grades. IEP, individualized education program, a special learning plan for a child who needs extra support. Homeroom, the first classroom of the day and the main teacher contact. Extracurricular activities, sports, clubs, music outside of regular class. Report card, a summary of your child's grades, sent home 4 times a year. Field trip, an educational outing outside the school. Permission slip, a form parents sign to allow something. Open house, an event where parents visit the school and meet teachers.
Write those down. Screenshot this moment, because those 8 terms will come up again and again in your child's school life.
Okay, let's bring everything together. Today, we covered English for parents in 3 parts.
Part 1. The Parent-Teacher Conference. Start warmly. Listen carefully. And always ask, "What can I do at home to support my child?"
Part 2, raising a concern. Start with something positive. Share your concern clearly and without blame, and remember, you and the teacher are a team.
Part 3, understanding the American school system. GPA, IEP, homeroom, report card, field trip, permission slip, open house. Now you know what they all mean.
And the most important thing we want you to take away from today?
Your voice matters in your child's education. Do not stay quiet because you are not sure of the right words. Use the phrases we taught you today. Show up. Ask questions. Be part of it.
Your child is watching you, and when they see you walking into that school, sitting down with their teacher, speaking up in English, they see a parent who is brave, involved, and fighting for them.
That matters more than perfect grammar, every single time.
Here is your challenge for today. Think of one question you have always wanted to ask your child's teacher, but did not know how to say in English. Write it in the comments below. We will help you find the right words.
We read every single comment, and we love hearing from you.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode.
And share this with every parent you know who is learning English. It might give them exactly the confidence they need.
Until next time.
Pull up a chair and let's talk English.